In a Western meeting, the goal is clear. Speak your mind. Be direct. Be assertive. The loudest voice, or the most persuasive argument, often wins the day. But what if the most important information in that room isn't being spoken at all? What if the real decisions are being made in the silences, in the subtle shift of someone's posture, in the glance exchange between two colleagues? This is the invisible language of the room. And in Korea, we have a name for the art of reading it. We call it Nunchi. It's often translated as reading the room, but it's much more than that. It's not a passive skill. It's a constant, active, high-speed social radar. And today we explore why this Nunchi might be one of the most practical superpowers you can develop. So, what is Nunchi? The word Nunchi literally translates to eye measure. It is the art of instantly understanding a situation, the thoughts, feelings, and intentions of everyone present by observing, not just listening. It's a continuous high-speed data stream. Who is the real leader in the room versus the one with the title? Who is uncomfortable with the topic, even though they are smiling? What is the overall mood, the kibun of the group? This is the first thing a person with fast Nunchi assesses. They don't focus on one individual. They scan the entire room as a single entity. They listen to what is not said. They feel the subtle shifts in energy. It is the art of the unsaid. Now, it is crucial to correct a common Western misunderstanding. Nunchi is not about being shy, submissive, or dishonest. It is not about simply agreeing with everyone to avoid conflict. That is a lack of skill. True Nunchi is not about fear. It is about intelligence. It's not about conforming, it's about navigating. It's the social intelligence to understand the true context before you speak. Because in a communal culture, a word spoken at the wrong time, or to the wrong person, can disrupt the harmony of the entire group. How does it work in practice? Imagine you enter a room, a person with no Nunchi immediately starts talking about themselves. They project their own mood onto the room. A person with Nunchi pauses. They are silent for the first few seconds. They are downloading data. They are checking the weather report of the room. Is the atmosphere heavy? Is it light? Who is looking at whom? Who is pointedly not looking at someone else? Nunchi is the ability to walk into a party and instantly sense who is having a bad time, who just had an argument, and who is the center of celebration, all before anyone says a word. In a traditional Korean meal, it's the Nunchi that tells you when your boss's glass is empty before they ask. It's the Nunchi that notices a colleague hasn't spoken in 10 minutes and finds a way to gently bring them into the conversation. In this way, Nunchi is the essential tool for practicing Jeong. Jeong is the bond, but Nunchi is the radar. You used to protect and nurture that bond. Why did this superpower develop so strongly in Korea? For centuries, Korea was a small nation with a dense population, heavily influenced by Confucianism. Harmony was not just a nice idea. It was the primary principle for social survival. In this context, being direct and assertive was seen as disruptive and immature. True wisdom was knowing how to blend, how to support the group, and how to achieve your goals without causing friction. Nunchi was the essential skill for that social navigation. So, how can Nunchi set you free? This is the beautiful paradox. You might think Nunchi is a prison, forcing you to constantly worry about others. But the opposite is true. A person with no Nunchi is the real prisoner. They are constantly making mistakes, offending people, and walking into social minefields without knowing why. A person with Nunchi has the data. They have the map. They understand the hidden power dynamics. They know when to speak and, more importantly, when to stay silent. They know how to make people feel comfortable. And this knowledge gives them the power to choose, the power to navigate the room with grace and purpose. Nunchi is not about losing yourself. It's about becoming hyper-aware of the world around you. It is the art of hearing the silence. It is the empathy to feel the room's energy. And it is the wisdom to know your place within it. It is a superpower. And like any power, it can be learned. You just have to stop talking and start measuring with your eyes.